welcome to everyone who's tuning in, watching. Today I'm talking with the beautiful Yvonne about her inspiring story. So Yvonne and I probably connected, I don't know, 6-7 weeks ago, right? And she's had a really incredible journey of really tuning into her vision, into her purpose, and being able to manifest on demand. And it's super, super inspiring. So I wanted to come in here today and share her story. So yeah, Yvonne and I, like I said, connected about 6-7 weeks ago. We've done, I don't know, 5 sessions together or something like that. And yeah, her journey has been epic. It's been like, she's one of those clients that every time I look forward to her session so much, because I'm like, what exciting news is she going to have for me today? It's so exciting. So maybe Yvonne, can you just like tell everyone perhaps just a little bit about yourself, or what your business is that you're working on right now?
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much, Susan. I've had an amazing time working with you. So yeah, I am a board certified toxicologist by training, and it's my passion to help people find healthy products that are toxin free and healthy for themselves, but also for the planet. So I joined a network marketing company that offers exactly that, toxin free products. So I was super excited to get started sharing this mission and this journey with the world, as many people as I could. And so that's how I found myself here.
Awesome. And so, obviously, when we met, I think you'd been in the business a couple of months or just a month, right? But you really wanted to get a fast track your results, right?
Yes.
So maybe just share, can you share your experience? Well, maybe just share a little bit about how are you feeling, I guess, about your business and about life before we sort of met? Like, where were you at with things?
So I had just started with my network marketing business, like you said, probably about a month in, and I had really awesome success selling to my friends, family, and close colleagues. So I was feeling really excited and motivated, and I thought, wow, this is such an amazing start. If this is just a sign of what's to come, then this is totally awesome and a dream come true. Little did I know, and I guess it's common in network marketing, that once you get through your warm market, so to speak, that finding new leads and new customers, new team members is not that easy. So I realized that I was being trained by my leadership team to message as many people as I could, oftentimes cold messaging, which felt totally icky and spammy and not in alignment with who I am or how I want to run my business. Yeah. So I was actually feeling a little dissatisfied with how my business was going and the way that I was being taught. So I heard about attraction, the law of attraction, attraction marketing, and I thought to myself, gosh, that sounds so much more like up my alley. And so that's how you and I met, actually, was in a Facebook group for women who want to manifest. Yeah. And I just immediately resonated with your energy. I remember posting a question in the group about how do I attract clients effortlessly? And there were probably about 30 women who responded, including you, all with similar answers, but there was something about what you said that stood out apart from everyone else. And I had no idea what it was, but then later on I learned from you that it's all energy.
Yeah, I love that. And that's what this is an awesome point that is so important for people to know, that where you can write, I could give someone that exact whatever it was, I don't even remember what it was, but exactly what I wrote, right, as that post, and someone else could post it from an energy of not expecting things to work out for them, not expecting to sign clients, not expecting life to be hard, and it wouldn't have had the same impact. Everything is energy. And so all actions taken from that aligned place are always the right actions, which I love that. I love because I llove hearing when people can recognize that, that it's energy that they're attracted to, because it's definitely what I bang on about all the time, right? So, and look, I've been in a network marketing business, and I totally get the whole cold messaging and just reach outs and just feeling icky. And yeah, I mean, once you've gone past, your mum and your sister and your dog, like, it's hard to get past that warm market. You have to, the only way to have a successful network marketing business is to build in the cold market, right? It's it's not about your friends and family, because they run out pretty quickly. So that, you know, and it's so awesome that you learned that so quickly, because a lot of people just kind of stay in this place of struggling, thinking that they can't move beyond that. So it's awesome that you recognize that. So I'd love you to share, like, just what happened, I guess, yeah, sort of how you were feeling before our sessions and what happened after that first session. Because the first session, we sort of did this vibrational alignment process, and just to share what happened in that next day, because I love it. It's such a cool story.
Yeah, so I had no expectations whatsoever about what was going to happen. I remember after the session feeling super relaxed and just calm about things and thinking, yeah, let's just see how this goes. You know, I'm doing the work and it's up to the universe now. And I just remember that day watching Netflix with my daughter and just, you know, hanging out, chilling out, doing what I do at home with my kids. And I got this inspiration to go on Facebook. And as I went on Facebook, I saw a post from my team leader about some special promotional items that were being released. And I remember one of my friends really likes the products. And I said, oh, I thought maybe she might be interested in this. And so I reached out to her, and then boom, she decides she wants to join my team. So my goal actually in our first session was I would like to enroll another member to my team. And I was completely blown away that it happened the very next day, because I remember bringing it up to her like a couple weeks before, and she was like, no, I'm not interested, not me. And then I just decided to reach out because of this inspiration that I had to go on Facebook. Like, I had no expectations or any kind of thought like, oh, why am I having this urge to do it? I just did it. And it manifested the next day. Like, I was totally, I'm still blown away.
I know, it was so awesome. And I think that's the biggest thing, right? Is that, you know, when you're in a line, so that's what we did in the first session. We went, okay, what's your goal that you're focusing on? So we focused on one team member, and we did this process. We released any resistance, because that's all that blocks us, right? It's just that resistance. We released the resistance, we aligned you were feeling good, and then you just trusted the guidance. You trusted the little urges. And some people, I think that intuition is some sort of, I don't know, some sort of superpower of tuning into some divine angels that are telling you do this, do that. But it's just the little pulls to do things. It's literally just when you're in alignment, following what feels good and feeling the little pulls. Oh, I think I should just I think I should check Facebook. I think I should just go watch Netflix with my daughter and chill out, right? It's trusting those pulls. And it was so exciting that it happened within 24 hours, right? So it really helped to build your faith so quickly.
Definitely.
And so what do you think? So we've been doing, like I said, we've been working for about 5 weeks. What do you think your biggest ahas are in this process that we've kind of been working on? So, you know, you've got your goal to, well, you've got very big goals, but obviously it's to explode your business, right? And I guess what are the big ahas around the way this all works, or how, like the secrets to kind of quantum leaping your business?
Okay. Well, one of the biggest ones for me, being that I have recovered from being a control freak, was having to know the details of how and when and who and how things are going to happen. Like, just constantly like running those thoughts in my head, like, oh, but how am I going to find a new teammate? I'm not talking to anyone, you know, just going crazy in my own head. That was the biggest one, is once I started to see that I was able to manifest so easily and quickly. I mean, I have no other choice now but to trust, completely trust, believe, and just once I say that's it. I know that it's going to happen, and I don't have to constantly think about it or obsess about it.
Cool. You've just kind of frozen a little bit. You're just breaking up for a sec there. Yeah, are you still there?
Oh, where did I cut off?
Your face is frozen. Yeah. Oh, you're back. So you're just saying, so trusting, that was a big thing, right?
Yeah, that was probably the biggest one, was just trusting. And then the next one is that I don't have to constantly like obsess about it.
Yeah.
I just set my goal, tell my higher mind, tell the universe, tell my heart, my desire, and then that's it. I let it go. And the less I think about it, the faster it comes.
Awesome. And obviously, I know we've worked on releasing the resistance is a part of that too, right? Like being able to clear anything that you know is getting in the way.
Yes, totally. That's also a super huge one because I was actually feeling a lot of tension in my chest, which, you know, as I've learned, is being contracted and blocking the flow of energy. So whenever I have that feeling, is being able to journal and get those thoughts out of my head and onto paper and being able to see them in front of me and realize that they are nonsense.
Yeah, yeah, so powerful. I love that. And then maybe just share what was, so when we spoke a couple of weeks ago, oh, you're freezing a little bit. When we spoke a couple of weeks ago, you were like, okay, I'm going to make $10,000 this month. I'm going to make $10,000. That's it. I've decided that's what I'm going to do. And obviously that's a huge jump from where you are, right, in your business. So you were so excited and you were so sure. And you're like, I don't even care if it comes from my business. I'm going to make $10,000. And so I guess you was just share, I guess, how you were feeling about that goal. Like, you know, you can share how it came about, but how, like, what do you think the key things were to kind of creating that?
Definitely once I decided that it was done, it was done. And I got so excited about it. Just have the feeling of having 10K, that's what I wanted, having the $10,000, looking at my phone, seeing it in my bank account, and just like really getting super pumped up about it as if it had already happened.
Yeah.
And then once I was in that vibration, I was completely like, yep, it's coming. I can't wait. This is so awesome. And then 2 days later, boom, my mom calls me and says, guess what? I want to give you $10,000. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, what?
I know.
This is amazing.
Incredible. And so did any resistance come up? Like, was there anything you needed to clear, or you were just able to trust?
I was completely trusting because I had said, I want $10,000 this month, and I don't care how it comes. It can come through my business. It can come however it wants to come. And I just remember feeling like super relaxed about it. Like, unlike any other time that I was manifesting, I was so relaxed.
Yeah. Sorry, it's breaking up a little bit.
Yeah. Sorry. I hope it's not on my end.
I don't know what's going on. Hopefully it's all coming through okay. Yeah, it's so awesome. And that's the thing too. I think one of the important things is sometimes, in fact, often, so many people limit how things can come to them. And it even happens like, look, I mean, you know, we've been focusing on exploding your business, right? But with that, you're very clear. I don't care how it comes. I'm making $10,000. I'm making $10,000, and deciding it's done and feeling that excitement, because all the things that block the flow. And this is the thing: we can have anything we want. It's just it's the stories that we tell ourselves about, oh, how is it going to come? I don't believe it's going to come. Oh, it's not possible for it to come. It's all of that blocks the flow. So when you shift that, anything is possible, right? You know, but deciding it's done and feeling those emotions. Like, the universe doesn't read English, or whatever you want to call it, God, your higher self, whatever source energy, whatever you choose to call it, but it doesn't read English or any other language. It reads energy. So the energy of excitement, knowing that it's done, celebrating that it's happened, and feeling into that is what creates. And I absolutely love that it happened so quickly. That was so awesome. And then you went on to do like a month's worth of sales in a week. Frozen.
Yes. Yeah. So I remember around so basically all of June sales I have already accomplished in the first week of this month.
Yeah.
And I had and I remember setting that goal with you, saying I want to manifest X amount coming specifically through my business.
Yes.
And I remember going, you know, into my account and checking and going, wait, wow, like I knew that I had more sales than usual, but I had no idea the total amount. And I was like, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And so one of the big things, what has changed, I guess, in your approach to how you're doing your business now, as opposed to perhaps how you were taught? And I think this will be really powerful for those that are in network marketing, because obviously, you know, if you're in a network marketing business, there's lots of trainings around how to build your business. These are all the things that you have to do. There's all these shoulds, right? All these things you should be doing. So how has what you're doing in your business and the way you approach business changed now?
Oh, it has completely changed. I would say 180. So instead of chasing people, I am just waking up, doing what I feel excited about doing, if I feel inspired to do it, then I'll do it. If it feels like something like a chore, like I'm having to push myself or force myself to do it, then I know it's out of alignment. So I'm like, no, that doesn't feel good. I'm not going to do it. So I'm actually spending a lot more time with my kids. I'm doing a lot more cooking, self-care, things like that I've always wanted to do, but was, spending time chasing people down, trying to find customers that way, which wasn't working anyway. And I was feeling drained and exhausted. Now I feel inspired. I feel like everything that I'm putting out, I love it. I'm super in love with my business. I'm excited to do it. And people just come to me. People are literally coming to me. I desire to have an inbox full of people wanting to work with me. And that's exactly what I'm getting. Literally every morning, the way that my company works is, I qualify to get leads from our home office. And so literally every day there's at least one new lead dropping into my inbox every day. And it's like multiple $100 in orders that are coming through.
That is so
effortlessly. Awesome. Like I'm not doing anything. Like I'm literally just telling the universe, like I would love to have another client drop into my inbox. Boom. Very next day, there's 2, sometimes 3. I feel like I'm living in a dream world.
Yeah. And actually I forgot that one of the things that happened a couple of weeks ago was your page exploded, right? Like how did your following explode? What was it? Where did it go to?
Yeah, so I was tagged on a post that went viral in a mom's group about toxic sunscreen. And I remember feeling, I would love it if, I had more followers on my page, on my toxicology page, so I could share this important information with people. And then once I was tagged in that post, my followers literally jumped from 100 to over 800 overnight. That's amazing. I had tons of women messaging me, asking me like, what products do you recommend? What can I buy from you? Like, I want to buy what you're recommending and I trust you. And it's still like every day I'm getting messages every day.
That is so exciting. And I think this is one of the things that still kind of, people feel challenged around when it comes to manifestation, right? So, my focus isn't helping women quantum leap their businesses. Our focus is on business, but it's about releasing the resistance. It's about getting clear on your desires, right? What you want to happen, and then releasing all of the blocks that are there, and then trusting that things will come to you. And look, I'm a recovering control freak as well, so I totally get that. And a lot of my clients are as well, because this is the thing, we tend to attract people like us. So I totally get it. It's the hardest thing to just trust that you don't need to work out the how. You just need to be so clear on your desire, release the bullshit reasons about why it can't come or isn't coming, and then be in this place of expecting, excited, and, being inspired to taking action, and then being open to receiving new opportunities. That's a massive part of it. Like I said, a lot of people kind of narrow how they think things will come to them. They think, okay, and I had this chat with a client a couple of weeks ago, I'm doing posts, I'm doing reach outs, and I get deflated by the end of the day if people haven't responded to my posts or my reach outs. But the thing is, if you are open to receiving, right, if your goal is just like, I want to have a new team, or I want this much money a month, and you're open to receiving, you're open to the fact that things could come to you in so many ways, right? So many ways. Mm-hmm. And I love, you're a great example of just being like, really getting the process of getting into alignment, right? Being able to release the resistance. And there are a couple of weeks there where you're feeling a bit of resistance, you're like physically feeling contracted. And when you mastered being able to release that, and we worked on that, things are just shifting so quickly, right? Things are coming in unexpected ways. And then maybe you could share like some of just what happened on like what you shared with me. I don't know if how much of it you want to share, but that you've got new inspiration to take your business forward in a new direction. Do you want to share that or not?
Yeah, totally. I would love to share actually because it's all part of the process, right? So I
Yeah.
remember telling myself I would love to be able to help people, help women one on one. With anyone who's struggling with any of the issues that I had dealing with my health and overcoming that, using the power of your own body and of nature and food and, all of the natural things that are available to us. I thought, oh, I would love to help people do that because I know a lot of people who might be struggling with this. And then I got the inspiration like, oh, why don't you start coaching? Why don't you start offering this information and coach people? And I was like, okay, that sounds kind of interesting. And then I started really thinking about it. And yeah, it's totally in alignment with exactly what I want to do. Because
Yeah.
I used to work in a big corporation as a scientist, and it was completely soul sucking. So much that I left the field of toxicology for a year. I just couldn't even think about it anymore. I was just so over it. But then I realized my calling was to come back and help people, and so now I found myself here. Like I just was very clear in my heart about what I desire and how I want to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I just absolutely love that there's new ideas and inspiration coming at you and you're so open to them. So what started off as I'm just wanting to expand my network marketing business, there's now all these other channels coming to you, right? And all these other ideas, and you're just being led, right? You've got your desire, you're so strong on your desire, and you're trusting that you'll be led. And so we had a powerful session the other day, like talking about your niche and your offer and doing all that stuff. And then even in the conversation, like we kind of came up with other things that could all come together to support that. And I'm so excited for that, next part of your journey. Like I said, I'm so excited for every single session. There's like some new exciting development. It's so fun. So is there anything else, I guess, you'd like to share about, I don't know, what you've learned or your approach to manifesting, or anything at all that you'd like to share, any tips or anything?
Yeah, so just be gentle on yourself. I used to be really hard on myself and beat myself up like, oh, well, I'm not good at this manifesting thing. I can't do it. But, one of the things that you taught me, Susan, was that we're learning.
Yeah.
Everything, we're just learning. It's a new technique. It's a new way of thinking. It's a new way of operating. And it has completely transformed my life in, what was it, 5-6 short weeks. Like I knew I had limiting beliefs and negative beliefs that were holding me back. And right when I spoke to you, I just knew you were the one that was going to help me get rid of it. And so far it has been an incredible journey, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. And I'm so pumped and excited, like for the next 6 weeks left of what we have going, like just to see how it explodes.
Yeah. I can't wait to see where you end up in the next 6 weeks. It's going to be so fun, so fun. And then obviously watching your journey beyond that, right? Well, thank you so much for sharing. I think, it's just such an inspiring story. And, you've manifested like so many different things. And I think that's why I found your story so powerful, because it's not just one thing. It's like you were able to manifest, first of all, in 24 hours, just by completely relaxing and trusting and enjoying your life and just following one little pull to get onto Facebook and message one friend, right? And that's the thing, that is guidance, that is your higher self sort of guiding you. And then being open to receiving. I don't care how I make the money, I'm making $10,000, and it happened, right? It's so exciting, and all the things along your journey I just absolutely love. So thank you so much for sharing, and thank you for your time, and thank you to everyone.
Yeah, thank you so much.
As well.